Okay. All of you. So in last class we have studied what is the story of transport, means in the sense of how the transportation started, what is the transportation methods in early ages of human life, and what is that now modern life, how the transportation is there, what are the methods we are using, and before invention of wheel, how the transportation was, and after invention how it has been changed. That is all the things, a lot of things we have studied in the last class. Is it yes or no? Yes? Correct or not? So now, even from present modern days, even we are fastest transportation and the costly, even the transportation is called as air transportation through the aeroplanes, helicopters, jet space, and even we are making the aerospaces. So many things, spaceships, so many things were developed from basic level, from primitive ages to now. So this in this 20th century, so we have developed so many things, aeroplanes carrying a lot of passengers as well as goods, even worldwide at present. Even helicopters we are using to carry the loads. Fast, quickest transportation we can call. So this is all about the story of transportation. Now let us comes to the our today's concept. That is what we should call as distances. What we should call? What we should call? Distances.
Distances.
What is the meaning of distances means? Let us consider this is the point one. Understanding? This is the point one. Point means anything. This is the point one, and somewhere here the point two is present. Somewhere here point two is present. Now what is the meaning of distance? What is the meaning of distance means? Observe very carefully, all of you. The length of the space between 2 points. Length of the space between 2 points. But any two places, not only here, is called distances. The length of the space between 2 points means, what is the length of the space between these 2 points? This is what we should call. Is it yes or no? So this is the called as distances. Do you understanding, all of you? Distances means the length of the space between the 2 points. Understand? Anywhere in the, suppose I will take here 1 point. Then if I'll make the length of the space between these 2 points, then this is also called as what I should call distance. Is it yes or no? Somewhere I will take somewhere here 1 point. Suppose it is in understand the Andhra, 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 and this is in Tamil Nadu. Then if I'll make it, suppose these 2 points, if I'll make the space present between the, understanding these 2 points is only called as distance between the Andhra and Tamil Nadu. The length of the space between 2 points or 2 places is only called as distances. Are you understanding, all of you? Yes or no? Yes, Ra?
Yes, sir.
The length of the space between 2 points or 2 places. Please write it. Definition. What is the definition? What is the definition, Ra? Right. The length of the space between 2 points. The length of the space between 2 points, or also I can say what? 2 places also. You can take not only 2 points, 2 places. 2 places is known as what we should call distances. What we should call distances. Do you understanding, all of you? Yes or no? No response. Do you understand, Ra? Okay. So now, for example, let us consider what is meaning of this one. So the length of the space between 2 places. For example, let us take what I said exactly. Now you consider, for example, we are living in a Pudukkottai. This is what which is called as Pudukkottai. Understand? And here you have a capital city called as Chennai. So what is the distance between them? What is the known distance for you? Please tell me. This is called as Pudukkottai and this is called as Chennai. What is the known distance between from this point? The distance between the Pudukkottai and Chennai is around 340 kilometers. Is it yes or no? Is it yes or no? That is. So if you take the space between two places, for example, Pudukkottai and Chennai is 340 kilometers. So we can say that the distance between the Pudukkottai and Chennai is 340 kilometers. Like that. If the 2 points are close by, then the distance between them will be very small. Understanding? If the 2 points are very far, then the distances between them will be very large. Is it yes or no? Is it yes or no? Suppose, for example, let us take, this is the Lohit home. Understand? And this is the somebody who is that Sanath home. Sanath home of the Sanath. So now you can see here, both are located in Pudukkottai only. So distance between these 2 points is less or no? The distance between these 2 points is, the two houses is smaller or bigger? Smaller only. Is it yes or no? Like same way, if the points are closer, then the distance between them is smaller. If the points are far each other, then the distances also, understanding, very big in size. That is what you should remember. Do you able to understanding, Ra? So now here, I am using a word called as, what is the meaning of the terms called as distance and also length? So remember, distance or length are used in the same thing when we want to measure the length between the 2 points or distance between the 2 points. That is what both is to called as same. Understand? So both the meaning is same. The distance and length are used for the same sense. So we can say the measurement of distance. Actually, if I'll say the term called as measurement of distances, both have same meaning. So if we'll take the word called as distance and as well as length, both have L-E-N-G-T-H, both have same meaning. Same meaning. So if I'm saying, suppose, measure the distance between the Lohit home and Sanath home, or else if I'll say, measure the distance between length between the Lohit home and Sanath home, then both the things are right. I can say, I may be say, measure, understanding, measuring distance, or I can say, measuring length between the 2 points is both leads to the same meaning. Do you understanding, Lohit, Sanath, Sarvesh? Everyone? Understand, Sarvesh, Pranav, Sanath?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, if I will say in future, whenever I will say measuring distance, or else whenever I will say measuring length, both the meaning is same. Will you able to remember or not? So both, because distance between the distance between the any 2 points or the length between the any 2 points, both are same. So that is why I can say measurement of distance or measurement of length, both having same meaning, does not having any different meaning. That is what you should remember. Is it okay, Ra? Is it okay or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So what is the distance you studied? What is the meaning of distance? Distance means what? The length of the space.
Length of the space between 2 points or 2 places known as distance.
Known as distance. Example what? The distance between the Pudukkottai and the Chennai is around 340 kilometers. So I can say the length of the length of the space between the Pudukkottai and Chennai is 340 kilometers. Is it yes or no? Yes? So how I am measuring? That is what I need to know. Here you may observe here, always distance is measuring. Smaller distance I can measure centimeters, you know already. A little bit bigger distance I used to measure in meters, and very bigger distance I used to measure in kilometers. Is it yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So what is, sir, you are using every time measuring. What is this measuring? That is what I need to know. So measuring or measurement. Can anybody say what is the meaning of measurement? Measurement. Your mother will say, measure the milk, measure the oil, measure the length. Understand? Next something mother will say. Understand? Like measure the density, measure the area, like that. What is the meaning of measurement? What is the meaning of measurement? Can you able to say, please? Anybody? If you know, you please tell. What is the meaning of measurement? Suppose your mother will say, measure the mass of yours. What you people will do? How the measure mass? Can you able to say, what is the unit of mass? What is the unit of mass? Mass, how you can measure? What is your weight, Ray?
Mass,
Mass,
mass, kg, grams, grams,
kilogram
grams,
or grams.
grams.
Correct or not? So let us comes to the measurement. What is the meaning of measurement means? Just remember, it is the process. It is a process of comparing an object with a standard unit of measurement. That is only called as measurement. Understand? So measurement is the process of comparing an object. Suppose you say, we have a present distance. How you can measure the distance? Please let me know, anybody. How you can measure the distance? Distance, is it possible to measure the distance in kilogram? Is it possible to measure the distance in kilogram? Please let me know.
No, sir.
No, it is not possible to measure the distance in kilogram. So we have to measure the distance in right unit. What is that unit? What is the unit of measurement? What is the right unit of measurement for this?
Length.
Length. What is
Length,
the
kilometer.
kilometers? Very good. Is it only kilometers? Centimeters or meters. So it is possible to measure the length always in kilometers, centimeters or meters. This is what we can say, a perfect unit of measurement. So measurement is the understanding. Measurement is the, what is that? Is the process of comparing an object with a standard unit of measurement. That is what we should call as measurement. For example, you take it. How many of you are having school uniform? Please, how many of you are having school uniform? Do you have school uniform? Do you have school uniform?
Yes,
Is it ready-made or else stitching? You people give the measurement, correct or not? If you go to the tailor shop, they will take the measurement. This is our hand, this is our wrist, this is our neck size, this is our this side pant size. Like that, they will take the measurement. Is it yes or no, Sarvesh? Pranav?
Yes, sir.
Sanath? Correct or not? So what? How you will measure? Lohit? How you will measure? Navaneswaran? How you will measure?
Measuring tape. Measuring tape.
Measuring tape. Correct or not? So when you will go to the cloth shop to buy a cloth for making our school uniform or else giving it like a birthday dress or something, if you want to give the stitching, understand, then what we can say, the shopkeeper or the tailor, they will measure the cloth by comparing it with a standard unit of measuring length, which we used to call as what, Ra? How much, Ra? What is the unit of a tailor which he will use? What? That measuring tape. What is that unit? Meters. Is it yes or no? He will say 1 meter cloth is required, 2 meter cloth is required, 3 meters cloth is required, like that. Have you heard the word? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that is what the measuring standard unit of measuring understanding a cloth is meter. Suppose if you go to the tailor shop for stitching a school uniform, again he will take the measurement by using a measuring tape only. The tape is also in meters only. So the tailor has to make the measurement correctly by how he will do proper stitching of cloths. How he will do that? He will take the correct measurement. Suppose see, me and Navaneswaran or me and Lohit, we went for a tailor shop. If suppose he will take the measurement of me and he will stitch the cloths for Lohit, is it fit for him? Sarvesh? He has taken my measurement and he is giving the cloth, he is stitching for you or somebody, then it is not, correct or not? So, RS, oh, this is the picture of service. Directly I will stitch. Is it, will you get the perfect dressing? We cannot get, correct or not? So by seeing you cannot say. So that is what he need to, if he will stitch wrongly, then it is not good, gives a good look for us. It may not fit us properly. So that is why, understand, he will take a proper measurements correctly for the stitching of cloths. So if any measurements made wrongly by the tailor, then the stitched cloths may not fit us properly. It may lead to even ugly also. So that is what we can say, measurement. Measurement means it is a process of comparing an object. Please write it. Measurement, all of you should write. Pranav, do you understand, Pranav? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right. Measurement. Measurement. Somebody is asking something. Measurement. Right. Measurement is a process of. Measurement is a process of. You have to learn the spellings and as well as definition. Measurement is a process of comparing a measurement is a process of comparing an object. Comparing an object. Comparing an object. Navaneswaran, do you understand Navaneswaran? Comparing an object. Comparing an object with a standard unit of measurement. Comparing an object with a standard unit of measurement. For example, cloth. How you can get stitching cloths? How you can measure? If you want to purchase a cloth, how you can measure? What is the unit? Measuring the cloth. Example. Measuring the cloth by what? Measuring the cloth by comparing a standard unit. By comparing a standard unit of measurement called meter. Correct or not? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Called meter. What is the spelling of meter? M-E-T-R or M-E-T-R-E? M-E-T-R-E or M-E-T-R? Meter. M-E-T-R-E. Always you should remember. M-E-T-R-E. M-E-T-R-E is the correct spelling. So M-E-T-R, if you write, it is wrong meter. That is what you should remember. Is it okay, Ra? Tell me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. That is what we should call as measurement. Definition. Note it down. Today who is absent is only Narayan is absent, correct? Is there any other? Sanath is present, Prasan is present, Navaneswaran, Santa, Sarvesh, Santosh is also absent. Okay. That is. Write it. Is it okay, Ra?
Yes, sir.
Completed?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So now, next. Needs of units of measurement. Why we need to measure? Let us go for it. Sir, can I need to measure normally? Suppose you see, olden days if you'll go, hand span, you may see already some fellows, madam has taught. Foot step, or else a forearm length, cubit, hand span, that all madam taught. Have you remembered? Hand span and all. Forearm length.
Yes, sir.
Foot step. Last year mathematics you have studied, correct? So let it be. I will say. Understand? So let us start with the need of standard unit of measurement. Need of, why we need standard unit? Need of standard unit of measurement. Why we need standard unit? Why we need standard unit? Can you able to say anybody? So olden days, if you'll see, people used to measure with the help of hand span, one foot or legs like that is they used to measure. Is it yes or no? Is it yes or no? Please let me know. What is the cubit? What is the hand span? Please let me say. What is the hand span of yours? Show me. Anybody on the video and tell me. What is the hand span? If I'll keep my hand like this, suppose you see, if I'll measure like this, then this is called as hand span. Observe very carefully. If I'll keep like this is my hand span. Do you understand, Ra? Sarvesh? Lokit? Navaneswaran? This is the olden days. Why we need a standard unit? Because you observe very carefully. Suppose I will ask you to measure the area of this. I will say, sir, wait, one hand span and half hand span. So 1.5 hand span. Suppose you people measure with your hand span. How many hand spans will come, Ra? How many hand spans will come this one? How many hand spans will come? With yours, definitely 2 hand spans will come. Correct or not? Yes or no? No response. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Suppose you are a small child.
Yes, sir.
Sanath sister. If Sanath's sister will measure, definitely it will come 3 hand spans. Is it yes or no? Correct? Surely will come.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Like that. Suppose survey sister you take very small. If she will measure 5 hand spans will come. This is correct or not? Definitely. See. Then who is correct? Is it my hand span is correct or yours correct or somebody is correct, somebody correct? So I cannot say exact length of this one, correct or not? So I will say, according to my hand, it is 1.5 hand span. Sarvesh will say it is 2 hand span. His sister will say it is my 5 hand span. Then who is correct? That is what. Do you understand, Ra? Why we need standard unit? That is the reason. Next, see, you will take cubit. What is the meaning of cubit, Sarvesh? What is the meaning of Pranav? What is the meaning of cubit? Navaneswaran? Cubit. Forearm length, forearm, like this, Mora, you can see. Flowers and all, bus stand if you go. Bus stand, Pudukkottai bus stand and all if you go. That the flowers ladies will used to send like this, correct? Flowers. 2 Mora or 1 Mora, cubit. Yes or no? Tell me, have you observed bus stand and all ladies, they used to sell the flowers like this, one more, like 1 cubit, 2 cubits, 3 cubits, like that they will say. 1 cubit, 20 rupees, like that. Have you noticed it? Suppose you see, my cubit if you take, how much big it is. Have you noticed it? My hand is very, very big, correct or not? Suppose I will say, measure the this pad length in cubit or forearm length. Now you see, my hand which is equals to, even say, smaller than my hand. Is it yes or no? Smaller than my hand, correct or not? So I will say it is less than 1 cubit of my hand. So suppose if I'll ask you to measure yours, what you will do? Forearm length, if you'll measure, definitely your hand definitely will fit to this length. Then you will ask your sisters. Then again, what will happen? What will happen, Ra? It will be even smaller. If you take a kid, their hand will come only this much. Correct or not? Then who is correct? Again the question mark. Is it my cubit is correct, or your cubit is correct, or somebody's cubit is correct? We don't know. Do you understand, Pranav, what I'm saying? Lohit?
Sir,
Do you understand what I'm saying? Why we need standard units? That is what. Do you understand, Ra? Why we need standard
Yes,
units?
sir.
That is, next, suppose you take legs, you may notice it. Understand? 4-step means in the sense of pace, we can call it PACE, pace. So pace in the sense of when you can keep your legs like this. I cannot keep my legs, you can observe. So our legs will be like this, 2 legs. My 2 fingers are 2 legs, imagine. Pace, PACE, pace means this is the distance between the pace. Is it yes or no? This is called as one pace. The distance between these 2 fingers is called as one pace. Understand? Like a foot. Now, if I will keep my foot, definitely it will be a larger distance. Is it yes or no compared to your foot? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Because
Yes, sir.
I'm very taller and my legs also very long, so that foot step we can say, or else pace we can say, foot step or pace. Suppose I will ask you to measure this my room length. Maybe my foot step will come within 3 footsteps. I will measure my room. But yours, if you will measure, definitely it will come 5, 6. Correct or not? 5, 6 footsteps.
Yes, sir.
If small
Yes,
kids measure, 10 footsteps, 10 footsteps also will come. So who is correct again? Every time question mark will come. Correct or not? So that is the reason. So this all the situation you may observe. Every time we have there is no efficiency. Who is correct? Different persons are saying different hand span, different forearm length, different cubic means footstep length, face, which cannot be used as a standard unit of measurement because their length is not the same for all the persons. Is it yes or no? Even you,
For they will.
you five students are there, and I am 6th one. You measure our hand span. You all our 6 hand span. You all our forearm length means this one, and as well as same way our pace. If you measure, is it same? Forearm length, cubit, and pace. Is it same? Pranav? No. So that is why we cannot use this one as a standard units because it is not equal. All the persons does not have same understanding for all the lengths is not same for all the persons. Suppose you will take one thing I will show you. One thing I will
For the flowers and they will use
you observe very carefully. I will show you one ancient unit of measuring length which is equal to the length of forearm. Understanding from elbow to the fingertips. Elbow to the fingertips had different lengths for different people. Understanding. So let us observe that picture. You may understand ancient people how foolishly means in the sense of by the time there is no perfect measurement devices or there is no perfect units of length. So you may observe here some Egyptians. There are 2 fellows are measuring their hand this length, but you may observe what is the difference between them. Have you noticed it? This is also 1 cubit and this is also 1 cubit. Then who is correct? Have you observed these 2 persons? Please let me know. Correct, Ra? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Forearm length. Then you can see here, he's a very short fellow, Lilliput. So his hand is very smaller. Correct or not? His hand is very smaller. So the distance
sir.
between his fingers to the understanding this forearm, then it is very. This is also we can call it as 1 cubit, and this is also one we can call it as 1 cubit. Like your hand and my hand, you can see. But both we are saying that this is also 1 cubit and this is also 1 cubit, but it does not mean that both are equal. Is it yes or no? Yes or no? So that is the reason.
Yes, sir.
Understand? So if you'll observe here, a cubic, understand, by using this ancient people, maybe it is, but they may feel by the time 1 cubic and 1 cubic unit, but it is not equal because different persons having the length of the hand span, forearm length or cubit, and footstep pace of different persons is different. So that is why it is varies from person to person. So no persons will having same kind of same hand span, cubit and pace. So hand span, forearm, understand, forearm length and cubit steps are not standard units of measuring length. So that is why the length of foot, length of fist, and the width of fingers were also used as a finger of measurement. Like this we can use. Have you remembered? Length of fist, length of foot, 1 foot, 2 foot, like that we used to measure. Correct or not? Yes or no? So suppose imagine this is my first foot. 1 foot. What is the length of this one? 1 foot, 2 foot, 3 foot, like that we used to measure. Correct or not, Sarvesh? Yes or no? Or else you can see while you are playing, you can measure. This is the gap. 2 fingers, 3 fingers, 2 fingers. This is the distance. This is the gap present. Like that we used to measure. Correct or not? So that is also not correct because understanding the width of the fingers, understanding, or else the length of the fist, everything is not equal. So that is why these also we cannot use as a understanding a perfect units of measurements as a present time. But ancient time people are used to use like that only. So the units also vary from person to persons, and hence they are not standard units of measuring length. Do you understanding, Ra? All of you? Yes or no? So that is why we need, let me see, everybody will tell me why we need this units of length or anything perfect units. Why we need measurement, need of standard unit? What is the use of needs of standard units of? Please tell me. Why we need, what is the necessary of getting a standard units? Please tell me. Need of standard units of measurement. Naoneswaran?
Why?
Because ancient time, what do you think? What people will use? What people will use? Different kind of hand span, understanding, something like you noticed it, Baba. This is size of this one. This is one length. This is one length. Baba. Have you noticed it, Basha, Baba? Yes. This is also one of the distance they used to measure. Understand? So like this, all the things are present before. Now it is not there because of we need standard units. We need a standard unit. So that is the reason why we need a particular standard unit to measure any kind of measurement doing. Sanath, do you understand, Sanath? Walking, enjoying.
Yes.
Okay, so that is the importance of need of standard units for measurement. All of you should write. All of you should write. In our daily life, why we need standard units? Everybody must write. In our daily life, right. Here I will write, you write it. In our daily life, we can use variety of objects. In our daily life, we can use variety of objects. All of you should write variety of objects. For what is the purpose, Ra? Variety of objects as unit of measurement of length. As unit of measurement of length. So what is that? Can you able to say examples? Examples. Just now I have taught you so many, correct, right? Examples what? We can measure the length by ancient time and olden days and all. How? By using hand span,
And cubit.
hand span. Next one,
Cubit.
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 Next one, cubit means what? 4 arm. What is the meaning of cubit? 4. What is a cubit, Ra? 4 arm length. 4 arm length. Next one, pace. Pace means what, Ra?
Foot length. Foot length.
Footstep. Footstep. Like another thing, footstep. Sorry, footstep. Note it down. Footstep. And also, what is the units, sir? Another units. Other units, Ra? They're using what? The length of fist. The length of fist. Understanding? Length of foot and width of fingers. Angle. This is angle we can call. Length of it, right? The length of foot. The length of foot. The length of foot. Next one. The width of fist. The width of fist. The width of fist. This is called as fist. This is the measurement of fist. 1, 2, 3 fist, 5 fist, like that they will say. Do you understand, Ra? Yes or no? Understand, Ra? The length of fist and width of finger. Width of finger. Width of finger. Angle we can call it as. A-N-G-U-L. Angle. Angle means what this is. 1, 2, 3, like that we can measure. Is it okay, all of you? Can you able to understanding? A-N-G-U-L. Angle. Understand, Ra?
Yes.
Yes, note it down. But is it same for all the persons? It is not same for all the persons. Is it yes or no? So the length, not it is width. The length of fist. Length of fist. Note it down. Length of fist means mutti. Mutti we can call. Tamil what we should call, Ra? This is we can call as Pidikili in Telugu. Tamil what we can call Hindi mutti. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, like that we can measure. So this is all about the general units, general objects which we use to measure the length. But we cannot use it as a standard. Why, Ra? Why we cannot?
Why? Because that
We cannot use as a. We cannot use as a standard unit. Standard units for measuring a length. Measuring a length. Why? Why, Ra? Because why? Because tell me, it varies from person to person. These different persons is different. Do you understanding, Ra? The length of this, understanding, it is not constant for all the persons because these are not, understanding, these are not constant from person to person. Do you understanding, Ra? Not constant to persons. They varies. Their lengths varies from each other. Do you understanding, everybody? Lokit, Sanath, any doubt? Please tell me. Narayan is not there. Sanath present. Are you written, Sanath? Pranav, Lokit? Completed? Sarvesh?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that is the importance of units. So that is why we need standard units of measurement. Need of standard unit of measurement. Why we need to means because of this is the reason. So even though we have it from ancient time, we have so many units of this one, but they don't have, it is not constant for everything. So that is why the unit of measurement which has a fixed value for everything. Doesn't matter. My length is this one. Sir, my cubit is this much. Your cubit is this much. That doesn't matter. We have a fixed unit, fixed value, which does not change from person to person or place to place. If we'll go measure, suppose in India, I will measure 1 meter length cloth. If I'll go America also the length of that cloth is 1 meter only. If you'll go somewhere other country, there also the measurement is 1 meter only. If you'll go to space, there also the length of that cloth is 1 meter only. Like that, it must have a fixed value which does not change from, understanding, place to place and person to person. That is what we should call as standard unit of measurement. Do you understand, Ra? What we should call? What we should call? Standard unit of measurement. Do you understand or not? Please tell me. No? Right. Standard unit of measurement. No response means what I will do. Standard unit of measurement. So what is the unit of standard, Ra? Standard unit of measurement means what? From person to person and place to place, which does not change. That is what? Sarvesh, do you understanding, Pranav? That is the meaning of, understand, what we should call, Sanat? Standard unit of measurement, which does not change from place to place as well as person to person. Write it. A unit of measurement, a unit of measurement a unit of measurement which has fixed value, which has a fixed value, which has a fixed value, which does not change, which has fixed value, which does not change, which does not change what? Noneswaran, does not change.
Sir, can I drink water?
You can. Does not change from person to person, does not change from person to person or place to place, is called standard unit of measurement. Here comma should come up. Place to place comma are called, what we should call? Standard unit of measurement. Standard unit of measurement. Do you understand, Sarvesh? Pranav, have you noted down or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is. What is a unit example? Can you able to say the example? Example, for example, if we'll take length, how you can measure? Length, what is the standard unit? Meters. Is it yes or no? Meters is the standard unit of length. So if we'll go to the India, understand, in India also same. If we'll go to the US, understand, US also same. If we'll go to the any other country, understand, UK, everywhere the unit of length is only same. That is what we should call everywhere same. Everywhere standard, everywhere
Meter.
is constant. That is what meter. So length you can measure anywhere in the world. It is always meter only. Understanding, Sanat? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, note it down.
Yes, sir.
So meter is the standard unit of measuring length. Meter is the standard unit of measuring length. That is what the example I have written. So wherever you go, the unit is always same. So that is what I can say. It is the standard unit. So the country or any